All right.
Spencer.
Op is simple. This is phase 3 of a campaign where you're crippling the Northern Sahrani Communist Force. That way, a coup d'etat can happen and the Southern military can absorb the Northern military. First operation was on an airfield over at PETA. They were able to, PETA, they were able to take out everything except 2 Mi-24s, and they're still at large. One was damaged in the previous mission, though, so at most you'll see 1 in the AO today, if at all. Second mission was taking out 3 Tunguskas. 2 were destroyed. 1 wasn't touched, though, and it is still at large, and we believe it to still be in that area, which means you probably shouldn't fly over there, or you shouldn't fly high here because it might shoot you down. So fly low on your ingress vector into today's AO, which is in the AO of Baganogo. At Baganogo, we believe there to be a very large vehicle cache controlled by the Northern Sahranis. Your job is simple. Get in there, destroy it, and leave. Reinserts will be done by air today. And you're free to use the boats if you want to, but, I mean, you've got 2 Hinds, you got an AH-6 Little Bird, MH-6, and I also added an MI-8 because I didn't expect attendance to jump through the roof. Any questions?
Oh, nice.
So yeah, they're going to take the MI-8 in first, which is probably a smart call, but...
Long-range radio check?
Good check. Alright, but otherwise, this is a very simple operation. Also, Patches, how you doing? I know this is your crew, and you are the one that makes me do this, so c'est la vie. Today's operation is really, really simple. Take a wild fucking guess where the cache of vehicles is. It's...
Infusion, turn the damn helicopter off.
I literally stacked a bunch of camo nets on top. They're set to invincible, so air can't fucking bomb it, but, you know, I've got a nice group of dudes in here. None of the vehicles are active. It's just, you know, where I have some dudes down. And all I got to do is blow one of these up, and it's going to make everything else explode, especially if they hit the BM-21s. Otherwise, around the AO, we don't really have much else going on. We got a secondary cache over here. You got to remember, guys, I am keeping score of all of the vehicles in the AO. So, for example, we have 15 BTR-80 Alphas. I think 7... No. Let me look at my notes. 1 second. Yeah, no, 8 have been destroyed, so there's 7 remaining, and we have literally 4 more right here. And then the remaining 4 are going to be using the remaining 3 or 4 missions of the campaign. So it gives them the opportunity to pretty much get rid of another big chunk of the vehicles I have in this AO. Especially, I don't have any of the T-72s on station, but I got a good chunk of the T-55s. And then some of the more interesting vehicles are also stacked around. But yeah, and then, you know, 9 of my BTR-80s, which I only have 20 of, and I still have like 17 of, so, you know, it gives just more reason to follow in with the campaign, make this more infantry only, and you'll probably see the other Mi-24 come into this AO later, because I have it on station over on the left. Also, I don't have the Tunguska spawned, because I don't trust Tunguskas with the amount of AA range they have. It can snipe things up to 10 clicks away. So I've just told them, don't fly over here, and if they fly over here, then I'll spawn the Tunguska and murder them, so... A-okay with that. Barb, stop simping over my voice. Goddamn. But how are you guys doing? Oh, it's okay, Army Vet. I've been called Lori plenty of times. I'm used to it. I will also say, this is the most people I've seen in a PAW Patrol op. This is 11 dudes. Usually they don't get over 8, so it's nice to see them growing a little bit, whether it be from their own advertisement or my ops is anyone's guess, but... Nonetheless, it just means I spawned this in. You can tell because I still have the helipad marker here, but, you know, just as an extra... Wait, no, 13 dudes. I didn't count the 2 pilots they have, so, yeah. If they want to get everyone in one swoop, if they don't feel comfortable flying 2 birds in, I'd give them the option to fly 1, because it's easy. Well, I'm glad that you enjoy it in the better quality, Barb, and I will say, the last stop, the op we did yesterday, actually, no. The op we did a few hours ago, as well as the 506 thing I did last night, now has all the new audio channel stuff set up, so all the audio is properly separated, so that's good. Yeah, all the multi-track recording is reset. It's because the microphone reset it, but some of the other ones should have had it fine, but I don't know. Who knows? Did some mass PM recruiting? Well, I hope they enjoy the op. I mean, compared to the other ops... I balanced this for like 6 to 8 people, so we're kind of double that, but that's fine. I can just bring in more stuff on the QRF, but, you know, it's just infantry, gun trucks, stuff that... I didn't want to do any autocannons because autocannons can easily shoot down into my 24. But, you know, I'll have them come in from other places in the AO. And if I see them moving close to one of these base areas, then I'll just send them around. I will say, though, the AO, the LZ, excuse me, that they've made is a little risky because I do have just a 5-man team up here with gun car. But we'll get there when we get there. Whatever happens, happens. You got to remember, actually, ooh, wait. They did change all their medical settings. What did they reset their health coefficient at? Now it's at 3. Ooh. I'm going to be honest, I was being very, very nice, and they were still getting their asses kicked at times, so now at 3, that could be a little messy. I don't know. It's their settings now. And they have, did I have insta-kill? No, I did not. So now they can okay, well, I mean, it's not my community, just one I do ops for, so I'm not gonna judge, but I'm just gonna say, hey, like, this might get a little brutal at times considering everything they're fighting. So yeah, Ace and CBA updated. I was able to get the updates in for my tank op today. But yeah, nothing was broken on my op. Nothing should be broken in this one because Cup is pretty, you know, it's not RHS stuff. I did notice that a lot of RHS compats broke. And they weren't updated on the server because I got errors as they connected. But this is all Cup units and Cup weapons. Except for their rifle, like their guns are actually RHS based, but ballistics-wise, they're fighting Cup, so it shouldn't... The only thing that's going to be affected is the Cup to RHS compatibility, not the Ace compatibility, so nothing should be broken, but, you know, c'est la vie. The updates cause issues for you testing the project? Oof. Well, I hope it's okay. Yeah, we just started. They're just waiting to be out of base. Worst comes to worst, I know we have the TM op in 2 hours. If we're like halfway done with this, I'll probably just skip the TM op. I could use a break. You know, just play like 3 or 4 occasionally on a Saturday too, and then just take a day off. I don't think anyone would blame me. And then I can use that to finish some paperwork stuff up for Project 16. Works either way. Yeah, so they're also talking about the pylons that they're putting on the helicopters. Personally, the pylons I gave them were fine, but... You know, just the AT, 4 of that, and then rocket pods. That's all they really need, but they can also replace one with a UPK pod. It's up to them. But now we get to wait and chill. That's good patches. Always nice to get tech cheap. Not gonna lie, my work, my school laptop, I wouldn't even say it's worth $100. It's probably worth $50 at this point. More worth as parts, to be honest. It is so slow. I've defragmented it so many times, but it's because some of these school websites and some of the places I had to go to get stuff, man, they were shady. That's okay. British forces saving a VIP on Malden. I might as well give that a look over. It looks cool. They got a nice picture of it. I'm just glossing over the op. It looks pretty okay. Something I wouldn't mind playing, but, you know, it's going to depend on how much this goes over. Because if, like I said, if it gets to like 950... and we're nowhere near finishing, then I gotta, you know, finish what I start.
Are you kidding me?
I want to put on...
Yeah, that's good, Barb.
Oh my god!
I mean, it also might mean I just throw less QRF at them. I mean, I'm expecting from this LZ, they're going to get up on this hill, which is why we have that RV point. Contact's going to begin. I'm going to throw this 5-man team around at them. This Dishka car is going to tear up their helicopter coming in. If they don't catch it in time, we're probably going to see some heavy casualties, possibly even the car get, their helicopter get shot up and be unusable. They might pull back instead and try to land somewhere else. But otherwise, they will hopefully kill the contact, get up on this hill. Squads will start coming up. QRF will start, coming into this town. There's not really a lot of places I can hide.
LR check.
Good check. The vehicle cache itself, technically there's two, because, I would say the obvious choice would be here because of all these garage buildings, but, they might also catch this. Air might also get at a high angle and notice that, that's all covered. Or they might not. I honestly don't know. But, a lot of stuff up for grabs today, because after this mission, then there's going to be, a few other missions that are more, like, how would I put it, opportunity-based. So Mission 4 is going to be, they have to go take a black box from a downed C-130.
Cool guy.
It's also kind of cool how they left the Tunguska, because for, like, the role-play part of the campaign, I can just say the Tunguska shot the C-130 down. And I'm going to delete this right now, because I still have these two on station, but one of them's being repaired right now, because it got fucked up by AT in the last mission. But still repairable. And then Mission 5 is going to be something with radar dishes up in this area. And then Mission 6 is going to be an assassination thing. And I might do a Mission 7 if, this will be when I'm in finals and when I'm, like, finishing up finals. If I have the time, I do want to build, like, a custom, like, underground bunker complex. And maybe have them stop the launch of a nuke or something. I don't know.
Remember, we still have that AA vehicle in the area.
We'll see how things
stay
go.
low. Yep.
So, I mean, theoretically, it would be right here. I wouldn't have moved it, but yeah, they should be fine.
It's going to be because the Tunguska is going to be west of our position.
I might as well just spawn it.
There's a giant mountain, so we have to cut east if you want to stay low.
Like, if I spawn it right here with Kit, it should be fine. And then just cut the fuel. But yeah, no, they gotta go over this little ridge line, but this mountain should be sticking up enough for them not to get engaged by it. Either way, it should work, Slash, it's gonna depend on the year you do the campaign. People get really anal when I make kits for IFA, but I don't tell them a year. Because I'll tell them a year, and they'll go, no, that doesn't exist in that time, no. And I'm like, God damn it. So I just don't tell years to people anymore. But if you really need, like, some inspiration, just look up, like, what year Germans had this, or US had this, or UK had this, and it'll really help you in narrowing down what to make for their kits.
Right down into the valley. Alright.
That would be how I would approach it. I mean, for today's IFA up with the armor, I just had fun, and I was actually pleasantly surprised with how well the armor worked with everything, but, we'll see how things go. Also, I did tell them, at least I told the pilots that the aircraft don't respawn, so... The nice thing about this is they're looking away, so they're not going to immediately start engaging these units. By the way... I'm only going to turn them around if I hear them. But then again, that sounds like an Mi-24, and we have Mi-24s.
I'm landing here. There's contact
so there's
on the hill. Looks
nothing
like
out of the ordinary. I'll turn these guys around, but I'm only going to have them react if they actually, like, start engaging. Something I will also do, just in case, because I do have this set sometimes, is the side relations might be the same. So Op4 is hostile to independent. Yep, no, they just aggroed. Alright, so...
I think they're engaged. I got this.
There goes the AO. We got some tracers going. Now, if there's only one guy in every MI-24,
You have it.
that means they won't be able to use the the AGMs on them. We got the car turning around. These guys are starting to shoot.
RTV.
Yeah, they're going to RTB and then get in a single one. But when they need to extract, they'll have to get some guys going. I also could do some special forces here, but nah, we're going to keep this simple today. Let's see, we got an hour and a half. They should be able to get this done within an hour and a half, but I'm going to spawn some units that would have been in the town just to send them in.
Don't forget about the Tunguska affairs.
Just have some immediate QRF go in. Whew. But Qualbrin, how are you, my man? Thanks for the 11-month sub at Tier 3. I really do appreciate that. I hope you keep enjoying the operations, and I hope you get a kick out of this one. This car does not seem to want to... Okay, so I think the AI is getting scared that he's going to, like, drive over the cliff. Actually, he's not really letting me go forward here, so I'm just going to turn around manually. The AI getting them to support each other is actually a pain in the ass. So I'm just trying to get this gun car behind this group of infantry here as we comb back and check out what the hell that was about. Now, if I really wanted to be cruel, I'd also spawn... I'd send in the MI-24 now to go check out what the hell that was about. But I'm going to have this Vic kind of stay behind this small group of infantry here. We got them forming two search parties here.
Firing at the helicopter.
And now these guys are prone, and yeah, they're coming over to check things out. These guys got to be careful, though, because they don't really have a lot of cover for that Vic. Also, as a precaution, sorry to take us out of the action, but ever since the Rhodesian Bush War community I Zeused for, where we had one guy literally like murder everyone at spawn, I always set myself to invincible when I'm guest Zeusing. Because, yeah, silly shit likes to happen. So I'm going to get an RPG out and look around. Yeah, so there they are. I'm going to whiff this over here on his right. It's way short. But again, this is me just arranging my shots in. Ooh, that was close. So again, with their medical being reduced by a factor of 2/5, they're a little less... Actually, no, they're moderately less tanky now. So I got to be a little nicer to them, but we can make things work. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to spawn a dude, and we're going to get another gun car out, and then maybe these open garages will get their attention. You know, and show them that, you know, there is a cache of vehicles here, but it's only up to them to actually deal with it, give or take. I'm also going to spawn a dude here and open this up. You hear some more gunshots up there. I'm going to move this Vic to the side a touch. That way the car doesn't run into the back of it, because I assure you he's going to do that because he's a dumbass. But otherwise, let's see. Yeah, 10 players on the ground right now. Not bad for this. Took out the small preliminary group. We got more squads heading up here to check things out. Might try to do a pincer maneuver on them, but for now, what I know as the enemy commander, which is, you know, what I simulate as Zeus, is lost contact with some dudes up here. They reported a helicopter going into a landing vector, potentially 2 helicopters, so I have potentially 2 squads of enemy infantry that I know have been harassing me in other areas now here to, you know, operate in this area. They're probably going for the vehicle caches, I can, you know, assume. Because there's not really anything else of importance I have around here. Because if I did, I'd have it spawned as a secret objective. But we're not getting that complex with these guys yet because, you know, haven't done it, haven't Zeus for them that long. It's only been about 5 or 6 ops, actually, now that I think about it. But still, got to keep your campaign simple. So these guys, as the players, they're going to go up on this ridgeline. They might see the open garage door right there, and they might put 2 and 2 together. They might also think to go check that building out, but, you know, who knows? There's a lot of places where I could stash vehicles. I could stash them in the barn building right here. I could, you know, find some other buildings like these barns, for example. Could also have, you know, they have plenty of room where you can fit stuff in here. But I'm hoping that they'll look around and see the garrisons and then think about it. You know, if I've got, you know, 2 mobile squads in this town and a bunch of garrisons outside of it, what does that mean? Or maybe they won't put 2 and 2 together and I'll just go, yeah, shit happens. Why is the car not moving? Silly AI. See, now I'm going to have to try to drive around people that are just walking. That's okay. Well, I do have the vehicles in 2 different areas, though. One is a major vehicle storage site, and the other one I would say is a moderate in comparison. Also, I love how that asset right there isn't on the road exactly. It's kind of funny. But yeah, Arma 3 AI are
Fusion Ferris, how are the helicopters?
amazing.
After you took some pop shots.
Let's just have a quick look. They've driven back here. I mean, the helicopters themselves should be fine, but who knows? I think these guys are going to be okay for the moment.
Since we're going to be staying up here.
Okay, yeah, so the AI are heard by the players, and the players are heard by the AI, so I'm going to break them all apart and send them up here. Just to kind of have them converge on this hill. So Darth is about to get flanked. Yep.
Behind us, behind us!
And now what I can do is tell this thing to start suppressing that hill. Yep. Oh, and he actually accounted for defilade. Nice. So, yeah, those shots are landing early. A little below them, but, you know, it still has the effect. Darth looks like he woke back up. Whipley's crippled. Hope they brought their stitch kits. Yeah, now I got that car engaging them from a good range. I can also set up an artillery position somewhere and start shelling them, which I think these guys would start thinking about. I'm going to aggro my groups in here. Because, you know, at this point, gunshots are going out. Anything that's on a safe patrol should not be anymore. And now I got to think about QRF. Where would be the closest base? Probably down here to be sending up infantry groups would be a good call. Possibly some from the northern sides as well. And then, I mean, we could bring in QRF from anywhere, but I'm going to give it a few minutes before I start bringing those groups in. Let that second squad go up there, give these guys a little bit of room to maneuver. Bodies-wise, I'm going to delete these 3 because we have, you know, this group folding in. Yeah, 11 guys in the works here. That should be fine. Well, I mean, Patches, I would say it's a placement because they were focusing on this area, and they knew these guys were coming, but they didn't realize that the squad came around. And they only had 5 dudes, so it's hard to commit everyone off of all those angles. So they just demoed that Vic. All right. All right, I'm going to have this guy pull back. Now I'm going to get this guy to start firing from range. Because it's not hard to, you know, stay out of that position. So now you got his machine gun going.
Ground, you copy?
Ground copies.
We are in board.
Same for this guy, to be honest, because once you're on the highest hill out of everything, you can have everything just kind of move over and engage. I'm going to pull this Vic out as well. I mean, we're just going to get a lot of machine guns to go fire up on that position. Not too hard. And then once that guy's dismounted, I can just have him take the static and fire as well, so we can start doing a lot of damage to this one position. Also, I have a gun car over here that's been aggroed, and it's going on its own volition. Yeah, you can see the tracer fire coming in from that far position.
Stay down.
I'm going to set up a mortar in a second and start ranging shots in. So I'm literally just going to take a pod, put it back here, and I'm going to have this guy literally just carry it out like a Chad. I mean, we can self-range these shots, to be honest. And we have the RD computer, which makes this even meaner. So I'm gonna range a shot over here. Always wait for that to flash white, because that means it's ready to go. Red means don't touch it, because it's gonna be off, because the game's auto-ranging it for you. This other car pulled around, it got engaged, so that's a good call. We got this other team over here.
Infusion, are you reading?
I'm thinking in the next, we'll wait till 108, and then I'll start braining QRF.
Diamond marker is.
Yeah, with the blue arrow. I see it on the map.
So I think they're thinking about going down there.
On the map where the gate should be.
Yeah, I think I got a rough estimation.
Okay, there's a BRDM there that would be very, very pleasantly to be taken out if you could.
Now, if I remember correctly, this guy I can also have ranged shots up, yep. With that suppress module. And he'll fire 3. Nope, that was a 4th. Okay, it's 4 then. I haven't used that module in a very long time. But look at this, AI are doing a pincer maneuver here of 4 guys here, 4 guys there, and we're having already ranged on the right side, danger close. I mean, these guys, especially with this trench up here, they're just attracting my attention. This 5-man group, though, I wanted you guys to take note. Actually, it's a 6-man. I'm not harassing at all, because, you know, to me, this is the main group right here. So these guys need to consider moving, because they're about to have a small pincer on them. And then you got the Mi-24 back here. So I'm going to call more suppressive fire from that mortar. We're going to splash it further back, because now we got this group that can designate. And we also have a PKM firing at the Mi-24. That's pretty cute. Whew, excuse me. A little under 4 minutes, and I'll start thinking about bringing cars into the AO. 4 QRF. These guys just got engaged. You're about to have RD splash on this position. Again, it's very danger close for this infantry. Also, only 1 round came in. At least, no, 2. Oh, geez, I only heard 1 explosion. So, yeah, multiple came in. We just had an AGM go in and take out my BRDM. All right.
Okay. Right, Infusion, that compound where a lot of vehicles are, blow it the fuck up.
Was that the one we just hit?
Probably. We're having to move because we're taking mortar fire. So if you see mortar pits, feel free to engage those as well.
Alright, so this team is probably going to order a direct strike. I'm going to have them pull back around, actually. We're going to wait for that to hit that spot. So AI, no, it's, just grab a suppress module. Yeah, so this guy's following for blood, I guess.
Do you have any ideas where those mortars are?
No clue. We didn't have time to spot them before we started getting rained on.
Hey, Stone, how you doing, my man? Always great to hear from you.
We're displacing to Hill 105. I'll see if we can figure out where they are from there, but we'll take a bit.
Seriously, man, everything you do for this channel, like this new headset, for example, is from you, technically. And I, again, always appreciate everything you do for me, man. Seriously. It's gone a long way, and I hope you keep enjoying the content, especially. Ah, man. Everyone say hi to Stone. He's such a great guy. Why am I being pained up here?
I hate it when I accidentally press Y.
Alright, what's the range?
Never mind, that was an accident. Alright. But yeah, Stone, I've been meaning to shoot you an email about something. I was gonna send it last night. No joke. And then I fell asleep at my fucking chair and woke up with a horrible crack in my spine. So I will send it to you after the TM ops. So yeah, he immediately reacted to me firing that box of dishcum at him. Oh, yeah, no, I was DMing you early because, fuck. But no, I have to figure out how I want to word what I'm going to send to Stone, because I honestly, I'm gonna ask him about a gardening thing. And there's another guy that came in and gave me some good feedback on it, but I also want Stone's opinion on it. It's just difficult to talk about it because
wave off. Rook's about to hit to get his team into the compound.
I could sign a lease any month, and I want to make sure I get the sizes right for it, and that it's, you know, mobile, that I can, you know,
Can I get positive confirmation?
change it around. He just got blown up. Because, you know, I don't want to buy something and then have it all, like, you know, not be viable. So that's why it's taking so long, because I've been also having to do my own individual research.
Yeah, just try and take out the last APC you see.
Yeah,
there,
fun stuff.
And wave off. Stop shooting in there just so that Rook and his boys can get in.
Alright, actually, no, we don't want to do an MTLB. Let's see.
We are RTB for resupply.
Roger that. I'll let them know that.
So I'm going to send a car in to escort. Yeah, for the place with blood, if we get a place. Again, that's also up in the air. Because life is interesting these days. So yeah, again, like, there's a lot I have to do. There's a lot I gotta ask about. Here, I don't know that group exists. I thought it was that group, so... And then I can just hard copy paste, and boom, it's right there. But, you know, like, I always try to consult experts over things. For example, yeah, he knows his shit about audio stuff, so I always consult him about headsets and, like, audio splicing and stuff. And he's also, you know, talking about stocks with me, so I'm gonna ask him about a few stock things, too. You know, it's always good to get an expert's opinion on stuff. But I'm going to take this group out of this garrison and have them start running over. Why did they... There it is. Okay, that took a hot second. But yeah, because of how I garrison these guys in Eden, usually just a quick RC fixes it. So, actually, now that I think about it, we don't know that those guys are there, so instead, I'm just going to have them form up in the town, because it is a bit meta for me to know they're up there because they actually disengaged properly. But the town is where all the big important shit is, so... Gotta pull things around like that. Well, yeah, no, I'm going to take Stone's 100, I'm going to invest it in a gift for Bloodwing. I got one of her gifts today, too. It's this squishable plague doctor that she really likes. And you can, like, tap it on the head and boop it. It's really cute, but... Yeah, I'm just trying to keep everything from exploding. So when's the wedding? After COVID. Because we had a friend, a pair of friends that did it during COVID, and we don't want to do that. So I'm just getting this guy out of the garage because he got stuck in there because he's silly. But Gen Killer, thanks so much for the 7-month resub. Always a pleasure to use for you and all the other fine people at the 700th. At least when Ark doesn't update the mod and break everything. But hey, say la vie. But I hope you keep enjoying everything, man. And I hope you get a kick out of the op we do this Saturday. Yes, Stone, life is indeed interesting. Thanks to the tenor. I'm not going to lie, though. Like, it's not just Stone. It's a lot of you guys that I get into conversations with, and I hear about what you do in real life. It makes me really, like, think back. Like, you know, instead of doing YouTube stuff... Alright, so we have contact here. We got gunshots, so I can move these guys over to go check that out. Sorry, side note. It's funny to look at... Not funny, it's interesting to look at what everyone else in the world does, and you realize, like, you know, there are jobs for all of these things, and it's really cool that this all exists, you know? Wait, why'd I do... Oh, fuck. Okay, I got confused because this guy was supposed to dismount. Okay. My bad. And he's gonna run that... Oh, no, he didn't. Alright, well, I mean, just stop right there. You know, I find it interesting to look at what all these other people that, you know, interact with my channel do for a living. And I just find it really cool that we all have these really cool jobs, or we're looking for jobs, or we, you know, you're doing a video editing thing for me. It's just, it's good to see perspective on what everyone does in the world. And it just kind of broadens your horizons, you know? That's just me. I know some people are perfectly fine with their, you know, 9 to 5. They wake up, they go to work, they come back, they relax, and, you know, rinse and repeat. I'm perfectly fine with that, too. But I like the perspective. I guess that just makes me a fucking nerd. I don't know. I thankfully haven't had a job yet that I super hated, but... no, I've had one that got close to there. I quit before anything too bad happened. But anyway, to give an update for people that don't like to hear me ramble on the VODs, we got one group coming into the town. I don't know if they've... Yeah, I don't see any marks on that position. They just have a route going into the town itself, so they're just making a guess. And then this other group, I think, is going to come up here and start trying to take this position out. I'm trying to tell the AI to adjust. I'm going to send more reinforcements in a few minutes through transport trucks, and I'll probably bring them in on a different vector. But I'm trying to get my gun cars around to support the infantry, but this group seems to be really good at picking them off before they can do any major damage, so that's great. And then this other group is going to come in here and probably start demoing some of those vehicle caches themselves. So we'll see how things go. But back to what I was talking about, there was this one job where I did work for, while I was starting the channel, actually, and for the first year of the channel. And the only reason I left that job was because YouTube started making more money than that job, which was, it was a 15 an hour gig. It was originally going to be for learning about, you know, VPN engineering and stuff, but it ended up turning into a customer service job. But it was a 24/7 help desk, and they kept giving me the night shifts. And it was okay, because we had a really cool, like, staff for the customer service group. But the reason I left was because they shrunk it down to save costs. They turned it from like an 8-person staff to a 3-person staff. Me, my manager, and a new guy, which was new, so they could pay him less. You know, compared to everyone else, they paid him less. So, yeah, I quit that job because that meant I would have to work 8 hours every single day. And my girlfriend, Bloodwind, was yelling at me like, you're not doing that, you know. And then I was, you know, starting the YouTube channel. We were a year into that, so something had to give. So I made a decision there. But I mean, that job was pretty cool because it customer service jobs like that, they teach you how to be humble. So, you know, like, you'll deal with the mega Karens and the mega Kyles of the world, and it'll fuck you up. But it'll also teach you how to be humble, because there are things that some of those guys will do that...
What? These windows don't exist. Are you good up there?
Hi.
Oh.
Here I am talking to you guys about the humbleness of customer service jobs, and all of a sudden we hear, "Bat frag," and he just runs by, and I'm just standing there like, huh. Neat. That was interesting. But my point was that, you know, doing humble jobs like that, I think it just, you know, not humble jobs, but, you know, jobs like customer service or any, like, you know, interaction where you have to deal with some of the worst in the world, it can teach you quite a bit. It can open your eyes a bit, teach you a little bit about, you know, patience and problem solving. And I think we all know there's plenty of people in the world that could use something like that, right? Anyway, I'm going to stop talking philosophical because I just witnessed some really funny shit, so. C'est la vie, right? All right, I'm going to be a jerk. Let's do an AGS, and let's have a transport truck come in. And let's load this transport truck with 2 squads. Like half of TSB. No, I mean, there's a few people in TSB, sure, but not everyone. We've actually got some pretty cool heads in TSB, but we also have some that need to learn to have some cool heads, myself included. I mean, I'm still learning how to deal with that type because, you know, dealing someone with like chat where my job was all text, I'm still learning a few things, but c'est la vie, right? Oh, please tell me you guys know how to fucking pathfind. They're turning around to take a different route. Okay, so they want to go through that town instead. That's fine. That's fine. As long as I get there. And then I'll send another wave of QRF in about 8 minutes, and we'll do it from a different base. Yes, Az, you are a pretty okay person. I don't mean that in a malicious way. I'm just mean, like, you know, you're getting there in life.
On the way.
Meanwhile, I didn't realize this, but okay, I have a large amount of dudes that are dead here. We have another Vic that's blown out. I'm bringing this MTLB around. I'm gonna pull a squad. Actually, I really don't have anything to pull properly. I need more QRF because I'm actually running low, so, Huh. I feel like they would have called that in. I'm not sure if it blew itself up or if they actually AGM'd it, but I'll ask in debrief. If it was just an Arma thing, it's still alive, but if they blew it up because I said to careless hold fire, I'll count it. But I'll just, in the future for campaigns, I'll just actually keep it on open fire. Because that thing against an MI-24 will almost always win, so find that kind of interesting. That's okay. Just shows me, you know, don't be nice to your player base because they will take advantage of it every single time. We just had AT go out, damage this Vic, but it wasn't a critical.
Get me out of here.
I was going to end key it, but it looks like they got it anyway, so. Not too bad. Meanwhile, we got these guys that have been combing up here.
Copy.
You know, for all the guys they've killed, they've been doing a pretty fucking good job. I'm gonna actually, I'm gonna step up my QRF here.
Oh, Rook found at least partial of the mortar team. We're moving through the town at the moment. We're probably gonna link up at BA in between, and call for an LZ.
Okay.
Ready for orders. Ready for orders.
We'll send the next group a little quicker.
On the way. Ready for order.
See, it's tough when you Zeus for a group, you get their numbers down quite well, and then you realize... See, I'm seeing thermals go out. I don't think they did that. I think the Tunguska literally blew itself up because it fired those at an angle, and they, you know, just went into the ground next to it and blew it up. But I'll ask.
What kind of support do you need? Because we can hit it AGMs, we can do pickup, we can do close.
We'll see how things go. We got this crewman guy out here.
Covert, what do you need at the time?
Got one guy down right here. It's because they ran into buildings. Whipley's trying to fight him.
Unless you want to do some gun runs on point targets in the town, but you are gonna have to be careful not to hit us.
Okay.
I didn't mean for that to be accurate. I'm sorry. I was about to shut the door and he blew my head off. Whew.
If we run into a large cluster, I'll pop red smoke for you.
Yeah, so this I can go ahead and delete. I'm gonna wait 4 or 5 minutes and we'll get like a BTR 80 to come up. Not an 80 Alpha. I'm gonna hold the autocannons for now.
Char, can you get
I didn't mean to kill you, and I just mow him down.
security while we get...
Whoops. Yeah, I'm running low on QRF on this position too. I'm gonna RC this guy. We're gonna get them out of that building because I need them to go into the AO here, and as you can see, by doing that, they've all shifted around.
On the way.
Because these garrisons are going to be useless if my stuff gets blown to high hell. And they got a mod which has interactions done at twice the speed. Yeah, so sending these guys in because we want to protect that sector because at this point, with this team right here, I think Op4 would assume that they know about this position. I don't think they know about that position yet, but I have to assume as the, you know, enemy commander that that's a thing. And then I've got a massive wave of Q, and you guys fucked up your car. That's rich. How did you? Oh, you broke through a fucking AI, man. They will shock you in some of the stupid shit they do, definitely. So I'm just gonna respawn that car and send it. And meanwhile, we have another car that is stuck on a hill because it doesn't know how to fucking drive. So I'm just gonna respawn it in this base and have it drive up. Yeah, righto, Stone. I know you're probably busy with, you know, the season of everything, man, since you're on the opposite side of the world, literally, so. Hope you have fun, man. You know, as I was talking about, like, some of the jobs that some of you guys have, I am, like, genuinely curious and even a little envious over, because it's... some of the shit people do in the world is really fucking cool.
All right. To our
So yeah, they've garrisoned a house. I have... Alright, so this group's come in. I'm going to send them in. And then I need to get these guys on some sort of hill to do Overwatch here. So I'm going to pick this one to get that AGS over. And then I'm trying to send these guys in the center of town. I'm going to start prepping the BTR-80 that I'm going to send. So we're going to do... How would we do that? That would be APCs, BTR-80. This is actually one of the last BTR-80s I have. And then we're going to start having to revert to 60s, which suck ass.
Ready for orders. Copy that.
And then once that's dismounted, I'll give him another phase. But come on, go. Go. Please, for the love of God. You know how to drive, right?
On the way.
You're not going to drive with the infantry, aren't you, you little bitch? Okay.
Understood. Roger that.
I hate you. Sometimes the AI refuses to drive, so you just have to hard copy paste it.
On the way.
Are you dumb? Please? For me?
On the way.
Cool.
Copy that. Understood.
Sometimes when you select the BTR symbol, it copies the symbol of the... Yeah, then these guys always get stuck in this building. They copy the symbol of... How do I put it? The squad instead of the driver-gunner, so you have to individually select the driver-gunner instead. And then we got these guys that are stuck on friendly, so they're moving in. But yeah, let's see if these guys are able to put 2 and 2 together. They don't really care about the stuff in here compared to, you know, the stuff in here. Which has, like, you know, a BM-21 pair, for example. Some ZSU statics. More shit with auto cannons. Okay, you got dabbed on, so I'm just gonna take you and go to the gunner. Looks like he did fire a few rounds, too, so we'll have him stick right there. Oh my fucking god, you are... See, this is why I don't do BTRs. Or BMPs with crews. Sometimes they just refuse to go, and it pisses me the fuck off. So we're going to bullshit this. What does that mean? It means I send the BTR-80, and when it gets there, I spawn the infantry out of view. Why? Because sometimes it literally just fucking hates me. So... C'est la vie, I guess. And then since I have... pretty much like 50 of these, I'm gonna send another one because that's all I got, but I'll have it cover the left flank. So yeah, these guys are still in the thick of it. They're doing a good job for 5 of them. They're pretty much murdering all my AI, but we're about to have a lot more come in. And at any point, they're gonna get overwhelmed here. Alright, I'm going to start fielding in some 60s, too. because it's about that time. Now here's the issue. One of them is a cup one and one of them is an RHS one. That's the RHS one. We're using the cup stuff because, again, I wanted to, because this is a cool new campaign. I haven't done cup vehicles and units and weapons in a while. And B, Ace did just have a massive update with RHS, and usually Ace stuff is more funky with RHS than cup, at least from what I've seen. Not a guarantee. They can both still get a little funky, but more trustworthy on the other stuff. Anyway, there goes the cash. They've also taken a mortar. And I have no idea where that mortar's going. But yeah, so that's 3 more of my BMP2s down. I've only got a handful left after this op.
Covert, you copy?
Yes.
We are here for air support.
Okay. Hey, there's BTRs heading down one of the roads. Light those fuckers up.
Which road?
I'm gonna get Rook to relay.
Okay, yeah, so they're having artillery land in this town.
Are the BTRs moving?
Or mortars would be a better term. They're also coordinating with the BTRs coming into the AO here. So this is gonna kinda suck for air because here's how we do it. We deploy a countermeasure, and then boom, there's the squad. It was always there. I swear to God, officer. It just appeared. Wow, boom. Infantry, look at that. And then sometimes if you don't like that these guys aren't firing, you literally just suppress fire, and you fire right back. Suppress fire. Well, he's not going to see it through the smoke, actually. But he is getting tracers, so he might re-aggro here. What's your type of countermeasure? Because it might just be a smoke trail. Oh, he doesn't even have countermeasures. Amazing. So watch this. We fake the countermeasure. We just...
You see where Rook is on the map? There are BTRs assaulting him around that location. Head over to him and give him some assistance. Next time I'm just...
And we let that trail out a bit more. So I'm having this guy turn around and potentially go and engage shit. And I'm about to bring in some more QRF in a second. These guys are definitely getting overwhelmed here. I'm trying to have everything go on their position. We're going to do a little bit of a body deletion duty here. Delete everything that's out of the AO coming. Alright, that should be enough billowed out smoke, so I'm going to go ahead and just spawn them. And now we're sending these guys in. But also the BTRs, they, you know, provide a good target for that helicopter to engage, and these guys are also getting, you know, shot at by that Dishka. Alright, so this next batch of QRF, I'm actually going to have spawn down here. That's out of view from the helicopter as well. So we're going to do a squad here, and as you notice, we're starting to really kick that swarm up. See, they don't have any BMP2s. I do have 70s, but the 70s are RHS. I don't really want to use those. I'm thinking just 2 transport trucks worth of dudes. Watch this. So we group 2 squads together. We put them in. That leaves a few, and then we're going to Control-Shift-C that vehicle. And then I'm going to send it in right here. Give it a get-out marker. And then seek and destroy. And you know what I'm also going to do? Because they're going to start reporting that Mi-24 in the area. No, they're in a Little Bird, actually. Oh. Yeah, no, they brought the armed Little Bird. Interesting enough. I'm going to say the next wave I'll bring in the ZUAA truck. So, in the meantime, we're going to spawn a second one. And this one's going to have a get-out marker. And as you can see, they've also found the other cache. So annoying though, because this I'm trying to get these guys to come over, but they don't want to. So I've got 2 cords in here to defend this.
Rook, we found a massive fucking secret stash here in the town.
There's so much here. I think they're in a vehicle. I got
So Whipley came around and shot him.
In one of the vehicles at the moment. This is my red smoke. I'm using it to sort of...
I was gonna try to run in and take a BM-21 and drive that out. Yeah, these guys really do not want to group up, so I'm gonna send them right here. We're gonna try to cover that one entrance, because those cords going off only means one thing, because that's the only place I have cords in this AO. So I'm using audio. That's why they're freaking out over the transport car, and that's why they're sticking to that area. I love it when the AI is buggy as shit. Alright.
On the way.
So let's see, they're firing AT at this BTR 80, but it's been decrewed. We have that 60 that's pulled around, it's engaging them. They have this other 80 right out here that they're going to be using, and I'm having this group pull in as a squad.
Understood. Understood.
So we have a little bit of a lull again. And they're waving off. Yeah, I'll try to send those guys in. And then I will also try to delete some of these bodies that are around, because we have quite a bit. But I will say, so far, despite this being in the middle of the map, it's had some pretty good frames. And it looks like they just shot out this BTR crew. So at this point, we're going to have angry MI-24 come in. Under Sahrani.
Standing by.
With crew. And realistically, he's actually over here.
Awaiting orders.
Back in the MI.
On the way.
And then what I need to do is put some ZU guns down for defensive here.
Yeah, if you see the secret stash mark on the map, we're at red team's inside there. If you can kindly defend the perimeter by blowing the crap out of anything that surrounds us while we get charges on all these vehicles, that would be great.
We could just hit the whole stash with the rocket barrage from our MI-24.
You could, but it's inside of a courtyard. It would be a finicky shot.
Yeah, plus there's camo nets.
We're planning charges at the moment anyway, so.
We are A-okay, friendo. I got you. I am in pain. Likely.
No. I already took one morphine, so I can't take another one for another 10 minutes, and it's only been like 5.
Unless you take an
Infantry contact. Hey, I got infantry contact south outside the gate. Times 2. Right here, surgical kit back.
Oh shit.
Take cover, take cover, take cover.
We've been flanked from the west.
Oh, that's a lot of them.
Did you just hear that fucking scream? I love just waiting there for a second to hear that fucking reaction. It gets me every goddamn time. Yeah, the sheer panic. Oh no.
Alright, we're inbound to the Hind.
Just get the hell out. The entire place is demoing at this point.
Oh dear. So like I said, I would daisy chain that once one blew up, especially the BM-21. And, yeah. That just happened. Rest in peace. Hey, at least they got the vehicles killed, but that's because the tank they stole, like, blew up, and yeah. Rest in pepperoni. Let me quickly add these camo nets and delete them. Actually, I won't be able to because their simulation's disabled, so. think that was, that might have been the Mi-24.
Yeah, if you just want to rocket strike what's left there, you're more than welcome.
No, he has all of his AGMs left.
Probably self-detonated thanks to them shooting
So-
RPGs into it to get rid of us.
Whew. Again, would they have RPG'd that tank? Probably not, but I can't control what the AI micro in terms of having them hold fire for one thing and taking out something else, you know? So yeah, that was our lesson for today. This also blew up. But hey, at least the main thing they need to take out's gone.
They're Mi-24s. We're gonna try to...
Yeah, that's causing some cook-off there. What's left? Yeah, there's some houses that are left on the block, but not really much else. Rook has been gunned down. I mean, this is still technically a mission complete. There's 4 guys left in this AO, but yeah, this is, I don't think this is what we really planned here. Yeah, on the bright side, I'll be able to make it to the TMTM, huh? No! Run! Back to base! Back to base! I don't want to lose you. Land! Go get out over there. Oh, he's auto-hovering into a tree. No! No! You little bitch, I saw that. Ah, great, I'm down to 1 Mi-24 for this campaign.
Say again, Covert?
So you see the secret stash where there was a giant fucking explosion? If you just want to do a couple rocket run passes through it, I'm pretty sure the 2 Shilkas and the ZU trucks all blew up when they decided to fire RPGs at us inside there.
Alright, doing a couple
Why am I doing that? Breach and clear. I did on the other side of the wall because I don't want them to kill themselves, but yeah, no, we're having them run in. And they're immediately firing GLs into this position. Countermeasure.
By the way, you're gonna have to, if you want to contact Rook, either get on SR-50 or do 50 TAC 2. That's their team SR.
Oh god. Oh god. That's cruel.
Never mind. Rook's here.
That is.
Something happened.
That was okay. Yeah, that was evil. Let's get our stuff in the AO here. Let's get that ZU-23. I promise. That was a lot of DACA right there. Hot damn. I did say I'd bring those in, and I was just a little delayed on the fact that that whole thing happened. So. I mean, we're eventually gonna scuttle this position. I thought it was Peanut Butter, but no, it's Beowulf trying to bring up a dead body, but that's, unfortunately he is dead, and all these guys are gonna turn and go deal with that. So I'm just trying to delete bodies here. Server was dying a bit because of all the smoke trails that had to go up for that, but whew, that was not an ending I was expecting. Oh dear. That would be the 2 AA Vics that just came in and booped these guys. That's not good. I thought they were all the way over here again, like they did their strike and went back, but I guess not. So, oof, that's not really looking good for PAW Patrol here. I thought they were at a longer range. Oh gosh, Infusion is still alive. I thought he was dead there.
Let's give him a warm welcome, shall we?
I mean, we're down to 4 dudes in the AO at this point. Hunter, welcome to your first stream. You missed the DACA, but that's okay. There will always be more at a later date. And I mean, the rest of my AI here are just kind of stuck. Of course, of course. Why wouldn't you? Why wouldn't you? Yep. Yep. Now play bumper cars. Yep. Yep. This is a really good idea, guys. I stand corrected. It was a great idea. Wow, yeah. Stop each other and blow the one guy in the distance away. Gosh, why didn't I think about that? Wow, amazing. What the fuck?
Spread the eagle. He's dead. He just... Ooh.
Looks like Keith just told Beowulf that yes, that guy is indeed dead. That guy's been shot. Not thinking Russian enough, yeah, right? I mean, at this point, I say we just spawn multiple squads and just bring them in on foot to go engage the infantry and wrap this up. Because this op lost all of its momentum when the northern squad decided to get into a tank and die to an RPG, so... Probably not the smartest thing in the world, but, you know, someone who doesn't know about the logic of Arma AI, I can understand. I'll have to explain that in debrief, but... Yeah, if you're in a tight space and you're fighting against close dudes, you know, I was about to say, you know, maybe getting a different vehicle to help, but no, that would have just meant they just shoot there in anyway. Oh, look at this, Chad. Also love how we can see the inside texture of this thing.
Infusion. Right, infusion. You read.
We still have these guys kind of holding this position, but again, I'm trying to send everything I have up here at this point. We got AA locking down this section. You decided to... I hate the AI.
Infusion. Ferris. Hello? Confirmation that I exist.
This is Hi, you indeed exist.
Thank you, Hi.
On the way. Standing by.
So I will say this now on the net, I'll explain it in debrief too, but getting into an enemy Vic in a vehicle cache, where you're in a very tight spot, it's probably not the smartest idea.
Hey, but the vehicles are destroyed, no?
Yeah, but you did.
It was fine up until he repositioned it after we blocked the doorway with it.
Oh my god. Alright, long range BMP time. I have 2 left in this campaign. Wait, have they blown up? Yes, I have 2 left. Jesus Christ, my fucking autocannons. Let's see, IFE, that's the wrong faction. Oh, right, because they're in APCs for the cup ones. Alright, here's how we're gonna do it. Literally going to put this thing on a hill and engage the top line. This is Hi, how are you? Wait, what happened to Greek news? I need to know, because Bloodwing's Greek. She's probably going to quiz me on it later.
See on accident, I haven't realized.
Yeah, so I breached that entrance. These guys are engaging those dudes over here, but I'm going to shred that position with an autocannon. See, first I'm going to miss on purpose. It's easy. We just create target. And we aim for that thing first. And once that BMP is in position... But you know what? It's got a decent shot from right here. Then we just tell it to go murder that spot. Why? Oh, because 2 dudes are stuck in here. Yeah, but the player base has lost an Mi-24 for this for this campaign, so. Alright, you ready to go? Show them the power of death. That's low. That's like into them. Okay, that's not what I told you to do. I told you to aim higher, but... Oh my god, that is not what I told you to do. Oh my god, that's That is not what I told you to do at all. You were like 5 degrees lower than I told you. So, let me explain why the AI did that. If you also notice, he moved his gun before I gave him that order, which means he locked onto the players. Sometimes when you give a suppressed fire module to the AI, when they're already locked onto the players, they'll just fire into the players nonchalant. Now, had he not locked onto the AI, he would have engaged that spot. Because as you can see, he got the defilade almost right, but instead he engaged where the players were directly. So that's something I can't really account for, because I can't tell him to go careless hold fire and then give him that order, because then he's not going to fire, because that's how the AI works. But at least now we can surround this building, and then I can order a breach on it and get all these guys killed. And that'll be the AO. Hold up. Yeah, what up?
Oh, hey. The chopper left without me.
Oh. What's your name? Farrell? Alright, I can just TP you in the chopper. Alright, and then T-1000, he died later, so. Alright, suppress 2 round Boogaloo. Because there's still contact. No, that's the wrong module. See, this is what he was supposed to do. He did not, you did not adjust for the defilade like you're supposed to. Okay, but notice, see, he's firing here, and then when he was doing that suppressed fire, he moved up and engaged up there instead. So he was reacting to him. Also, for these guys, this must be terrifying. Like, that is actually probably very terrifying. Just to have autocannon. Alright, so you ready for this bullshit? Watch this. Alright. Search building. Units will search the nearest building.
Can't remember.
Don't have everyone going at once. You're... AI. Mr. AI. That's not in the... you know what? Forget I hyped anything.
Don't die on me.
They're climbing the... Okay.
I'm so glad I packed a lot of bandages.
Oh, and they're shooting Ferris to death. Alright. Alright, let's break off a detachment and go say hi to Ferris. So I think that chopper is coming in to try to rescue these 2 guys. I just heard Liru if you're there.
What's the plan? You want me to fly back to base?
I'd suggest I'd say to loiter around in the area, and we're just going to quickly grab them, but that may not be the best plan, but that's the only thing with enough transport.
I'll loiter back a ways so they can't shoot me out of the air. How about that?
What are you doing?
Hey, Covert, you want some good news?
What would be good news?
We blew up another hind. An enemy
Nice.
hind. Ferris is just stealing vehicles, I think. I'll loiter around back here and you call me in. We'll be at the same spot for pickup, alright?
Are we playing this game?
Contact.
Okay. 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 Alright. Okay.
You have a stitch kit?
Let's begin the breach.
Alright.
I'm waiting for at least one of us has an eye on the stairs. And when you're done.
Alright. Okay, Americans, it's time to surrender. Do you surrender? Okay. Hi.
Pog chant.
Bye.
Oh, he will. We're dead.
Yeah. I mean, blood's coming in. The blood's coming in, so I'm hopeful of that.
Yeah.
Let me convince you to surrender.
I'm sorry. No! Get out.
Do you want to surrender now?
I'm back.
Let me remind you again.
Hi, how are you?
Did that just bounce back? Wow.
UAZ and then killed a BMP-2 or something? The one with the ATGM on top.
That's pretty cool.
I just booped my mic, I'm sorry.
So get back to that compound.
Yeah,
Oh, I
get back
died.
to full. Oh.
On the way.
What'd you say?
I died.
Okay, then just stay there, I guess?
Okay, I'm gonna be off all long range.
Yes.
What up?
What up? You just wait here for the chopper to come back.
Culvert, how clear is that compound?
They just brought a bunch of people back, so hopefully they'll be back. I don't know.
I see.
Woo!
Do you want me to return back so we can provide covering with another hind?
No, just stay in that same hind. Stay in that same MI8. Hey, we're gonna need the transport capacity, otherwise we're gonna be screwed on trying to get people out.
Alright, then I'm gonna have to land and just conserve fuel.
Okay, just pick a spot where
All right, Americans, we tried to do this the easy way. We're gonna do it the hard way. We don't negotiate with terrorists.
Try and find something.
Roger that. Solid copy.
I don't negotiate with terrorists. Beep. 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 Beep, 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 beep. Hey, I gave the beeps. I gave the warning.
Alright, I found a spot.
Oh, and they were so close, too. I mean, they could get mediced up. They might live from this, actually. Anyway, we got 3 dudes that just came out of here. Jesus. Again, we don't negotiate with player terrorists, okay?
Fucking cheating.
Right, Rook.
We're talking about the AI cheating right here. It's time for Great Escape. The Great Escape! The Great Escape! Jesus Christ. Oh, that was good.
Right, I've got Pierce, so I'm gonna need some.
Alright, I think I've sent enough units into this. Yes.
Do you just want us to sit here?
I mean, how they do reinserts is they do them via air for these ones, so... from what I've been told on the ground is they're getting the 2 guys that are still alive, they're loading them in choppers and then pulling them out. So I'm not sure if you'll get reinserted for this one, because it looks like it's wrapping up.
Alright.
Hey, at least you weren't the northern group that got blown up because they played with fire.
I got blown up because...
Oh, I know exactly what you did. I watched it. Nope, he dead.
Okay, someone get over here and get Rook some assistance.
That was Whiffley. No, that was Beowulf.
Blood. I have blood.
Oh, poor Covert. He's medicing the dead body. Meanwhile, he used to work on the other body. It's okay. This is how we learn, right? They were very close. I agree. Sorry, I just booped my mic again. But like all things, it must come to an end. Overall, though, I mean, they've almost demoed everything in this AO itself, so... Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna start ranging artillery shells. We're scuttling this, because literally, we've lost, like,
right, infusion.
a fifth of the population of Sahrani in this fight.
We've got a lot of wounded here at the moment, so you may have to... So I may call you in to try and land close while there's a lull.
I'm gonna be fair with this.
Orders again.
We're gonna say there's, you know, some spotters on the hills, and it's 155, so it's gonna take a few moments to adjust it. And another minute to... I hate them. Give it another minute. They did do good this mission, I agree. They did it really well. Definitely the best one so far in the series so far.
What exploded?
And so picking up the other guy. Give it another 20, 30 seconds. That's fine, nerd. You can always do the next one. I don't know how PAW recruits, but...
I'm coming over for pickup. What exploded?
It's A-okay.
How tight of an angle do you think you can land?
We're gonna put one outside the perimeter and start putting it in the perimeter.
Okay, say that again, but louder.
Alright, 60 seconds.
I can land in the compound.
I'm gonna do my best to make sure the next ranging shell doesn't hit the chopper, but...
I can land in the compound.
Good, do it.
This is where I'm landing.
Alright, let's see if he sees this. I gotta bork that one, but... Oh, that's the ZU.
Get it down quick, get it down quick.
ZSU just went off, I don't know where.
That was right there, and now she's dry. Oh, she's hunting, but she has a missing wheel. She has 2 missing wheels.
I need Ferris over here.
They need to go, and they need to go now.
Right, when you take off, you're gonna want to basically cycle immediately south.
She's on the prowl. Oh, God. Oh, fuck. She's so slow. But, I mean, at the rate they're taking, it could go either way. I mean, the howitzer is going to be a little more effective here.
Just so long as it doesn't crash.
I mean, this other group needs to go in.
Sorry, you're good.
They need to pick up and go.
Yes, get to the helicopter.
I'm taking off an Mi-24. What do you want?
Stay at the base.
I meant like, you want some help? I'm gonna come help you guys evac.
No,
Da done.
everybody in here.
No, I meant like I'm gonna cover you.
We're almost
Da done.
in to do final evac now. Oh, Christ.
Ready for orders.
What was that? Did they just explode? No, they blew that up. Okay.
I'm gonna hold back and just watch, okay? I'm just gonna make sure you guys make it out okay and nothing's on your tail.
I mean, there was a ZU that shot at me.
I'll deal with it.
It was inside the town.
It was to the north. It was to the north of our location.
Have you taken off yet?
Dun, dun.
About to take off. We're about to take off.
We're about to.
I think you might get nay-nayed if you take off, if there's a ZU there.
Dun, dun.
We have to take off.
Dun,
We have to take off like now.
Alright, take off. I'm right around the corner.
I'm taking off. I'm taking off.
Oh man. I think you might get nay-nayed. They might get nay-nayed, in all honesty. Trying not to kill the chopper here. I want them to have their moment. Oh, don't fly over where the artillery is landing, you fool! Oh my god, how fucked are they? Everything is red, Jesus. Wow. How is that thing still alive? That's impressive.
Ferris, we're out of there.
Not even kidding. That is impressive. One more hit from the looks of it and they would be dead. It's at a long-range rocket strike, but the ZU does not care. Huh. Uh-oh. Hold up. That's another...
Awaiting orders.
I'm just putting these down to be static.
Awaiting orders. Waiting.
Wait until they actually leave the island, because you never know. Actually, this one they lost the statics on it, so I won't spawn them. I'm playing for keeps. No, Barb, they have to earn it. They have to earn it. Come on. Makes it that much sweeter. All forces, this is high. Stand by for index.
I have a lot of sounds happening. Say again on LR.
All forces, this is... They lived. Patch, they earned it. Now you can feel better about your players. I don't baby them. He told me not to. Alright, I mean, all I gotta say is,
Hello?
definitely the smoothest op you've done so far. That was great. Northern team took contact, dealt with suppressing units, went down, found the major cache,
Hey.
then you drove a vehicle up to the entrance. What?
Question.
I'm curious if you
Okay,
saw...
can I finish first?
Oh, yeah.
Thank you.
Well, I was gonna say, well, real quick, people might need to reconnect to hear you. We've been having that issue lately when we pop out a mission, so
Okay.
I was just gonna ask if you wanted to wait a little bit for people to reconnect if they couldn't hear you.
There, I just put a message down.
Liru, did we succeed enough to get an arsenal item?
Oh my god.
Technically, you did. You killed both caches, and everything was destroyed. So, yes, you do get an arsenal item.
Oh, cool.
Thank God.
Now, okay, question. Did Air at any point actually go and kill its Tunguska, or did it just kill itself trying to engage you? Because if it killed itself, I'm refunding it.
We did go up to try to find it.
Okay, so it killed itself.
We shot like 5 auto-seeking, like, there's the ATGMs that have like the semi-built.
Oh, you fired harm at...
Yeah, and I think it died.
Okay. I'll count it then.
And I don't know how we strapped it onto the little bird, but we managed it. So
They put harm missiles on a little
one of the
bird.
missiles, I don't know. We shot like 5 different types in that direction, and when I was doing research, one of them said they had semi. I don't know the exact word, but like some sort of seeking ability in it. So.
If it's semi, you would still need to be radar locking it from the helicopter.
I'd have to go double check, but.
I mean, it died, and I was like, what the fuck? But, yeah, I mean... Yeah, cool. Congrats. That was... cup, yay. But, alright, Northern Group all died, but they blew up the cache because they drove a tank, and how the AI works is if you get into a vehicle, they'll start using AT against you, and I already said in the stream that if they blow up one of the Vics, all of them blow up to make it easy, especially the BM-21s, and yeah, tank blew up, and then daisy chain happened, and everything went kabloodle. Southern Group...
I survived.
Was doing really well, had a lot of combat in the second half. Half of them died because a BMP-2 decided to go cray-cray. I wanted him to do warning shots. Instead, he gave the warning shots, and then for the second half of the burst, he fired into your little building. I'm like, oh, okay, fine.
Yeah.
Oof. Then I tried to have a hostage negotiation. You guys said no, so I just put 2 satchels on the building and said, hi, we're leaving. We don't negotiate with terrorists. And then I... went up to him and I started beeping, and then when the beeps went to beep 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 beep, they blew up, and one of you died, the other one was rescued, and then you guys, the remainder of you, got into the helicopter, and that helicopter was literally 1 shot away from dying, so I do applaud you for that. It was hull red, orange engine, orange main rotor, so yeah, I mean, I was kind of worried because you started flying into where the artillery barrage was coming in, but you lived, so.
Oh my god.
I wouldn't expect that to work again. Yeah, overall, I was actually kind of interesting.
We fly into the artillery barrage, or we fly into the AA guns.
To be fair, Infusion and I had the worst luck when we were flying in the Mi-24. One of the bursts from the, QRF,
Oh yeah, no, I brought in 2 ZSUs, and you drove right into it, flew right into it. I'm like, oh, oof.
One of them, they all missed, right? Except for 1 shell hit our main engine and took it out instantly.
Nice.
So we
it happens.
Land. So
yeah.
After that, I carried Infusion.
Oh, I know.
He died. I stole the Discom truck.
I know. I watched, and then I mag dumped you after you blew it up. But anyway.
Funny.
So you do get an arsenal item, or you can get a vehicle. So if you want within reason that a PMC would be able to obtain. So nothing like Apaches. They don't give those to PMC dudes. But you can ask for the Mi-24 you lost. You can ask for a certain gun.
We're doing.
You can ask for a certain type of ammo. It's whatever you want.
We'll have a put together.
Question, Liru. If we asked for a weapon, was the ammo included?
Ooh, good question. That depends. Do I like you? Actually, I do like Rook. So yes, I will include 1 type of ammo.
I thought you.
And you are allowed to choose You're allowed to choose the ammo. What? You're not Ferris. You don't fucking bumblefuck into vehicles for no reason and just blow them up with AT.
More like I just.
JK, I love you, Ferris.
Battle bus with a frag grenade.
I don't give a shit. I don't hate anyone here. There's only 1 person I hate in all of Arma, and I've already gotten my vengeance on him years ago. So, yeah.
That's all right. I think I know what we're gonna choose, but we'll discuss about it.
Also, I gotta say, I've been watching your channel for a long time. Oh my god, it's amazing playing in one of your ops.
I'm glad you had fun.
Oh my god, I'm like screaming internally at the moment. So...
Liru, question.
Yeah, what up?
What NCR unit you gonna be Zeusing for? Because there's like 18.
I don't know the name. They just DM'd me and was like, hey, you want a Zeus? And I'm like, yeah, I got this thing I actually had nearly run, but then Ace updated to completely revamp medical and fucked it over, but I might as well start making it again, so... Yeah, we'll see that in a few months. Yeah, but again, hope you guys had fun. If you didn't have fun, or if you have any feedback, please DM me on Discord directly. Seriously, treat me like a fucking idiot and tell me what you liked and didn't like. I don't care. It's for you.
Every part of it. I haven't had many enjoyable Zeus ops lately, but yes. Very good.
Alright, I'll be right 1 sec. I gotta close my stream. Alright, chat. We'll be back in like 30 minutes for the TM op. I'll be on the ground and we're escorting a VIP. Maybe I'll be the VIP and get shot in the face. I don't know. That'll be fun. What's for lunch or dinner? I didn't even... What did I eat today? I didn't eat today. I do that all the time, but still I'm a fat fuck on this chair. But, yeah, yeah, TM in 30 minutes. Friday night fight on Friday. Saturday at 8, we have the 700th op. This is my last Zeus thing till that op on Saturday. So, thank you so much for watching. Go operate operationally. We'll be back in 30 minutes. I'll go quickly eat something. Otherwise, cheers. Have a good one. Go operate operationally.